So you've got a logo, and maybe even a slogan, but that's not a brand. Too many people in this world think that branding begins with choosing a brand name and ends with hiring a designer to slap a few colours on any old generic logo and that's it. Now if you're one of those people, just give me a few minutes, okay? Let's fix that perception. Some people think that building a brand is a task strictly left for graphic designers. No, wrong. The truth is, branding is for marketers and business owners. Branding takes place at every touch point, every interaction with the consumer, and every time they think of your brand. Most importantly, branding is ultimately controlled by the customers. Too many companies think that they get to choose their brand. Well, you only really get to influence how your customer sees you, not the other way around. So to help, we've put together a quick look at some of the key elements that go into building a strong brand identity. First up, being responsive and consistent. Don't just build things because they make you happy. You take an action, you see how the customer responds, take on board the feedback, and then you implement that into your brand strategy going forward. By monitoring your audience responses as you go, you can see what does or doesn't work while consistently engaging with them. Now, of course, there's no need to alter every fiber of your company's being with every piece of feedback, but keep an eye out and take things in. Next up, authenticity. Now, it should really mean something to say that a brand is authentic, but what does that mean? Truly authentic brands understand themselves at the deepest level, and they're able to foster meaningful and long-lasting relationships with customers. And not only are customers more likely to trust an authentic brand, they're more likely to recommend it, which is key. Third, creating a brand strategy. A brand is never truly done. Over time, they change, they evolve, they develop. I mean, you can see that in logos alone. Branding is a daily process of bringing multiple aspects of your business and voice together, and then adjusting them to what the customer expects from you. Next up, brand story. Now this relates back to credibility. How did you as a company come to be, and what makes you so passionate about solving this particular problem? The term storytelling is used a lot, but this isn't just about telling a good story. It's about telling people what your company stands for and getting them to stand behind the ideals of your business. Then we have brand essence. Now this is where we get to your company's core values. What principles will shape your company's culture? Now, many companies out there will claim to differentiate themselves with values like, we're transparent, we have a great company culture, there's no company out there like us. Okay, well done, fine. These unique core values that so many companies profess have kind of become the standard for tech startups, which is good. It just means that we can all stop stating the obvious and look for really unique, new, fantastic ways to differentiate ourselves. It's time to show instead of tell. Think of what truly unique values you have and build them into your company culture from day one. And finally, brand differentiation. Copying the same strategy as another company is a tactic reserved for those most dastardly of villains who just aren't creative enough to come up with their own ideas. Don't be a copycat. Originality is way more fun. This all comes back to defining your unique selling point, your USP. What does your brand have that others don't? And how can you position your company in a way that it can't be replicated? This also goes back to understanding the one thing that you are best at and turning that into a message. Look, at the end of the day, whether you're starting out on a new endeavor or rebranding an old business, you need to take the time to build a branding strategy. This way you can ensure that you and your team can align your voice, your goals, your visual elements, and every other thing that goes into cohesively portraying your brand. Because as we said, it's the customer who decides who we are. So ask them what they think. Your brand is never done being built. For a deeper dive into what we've discussed in this video, check out the branded link on screen or in the description. And if you have any questions, let us know in the comments below. Until next time, take care. Hey everyone, thanks very much for watching. We hope you found this video on building your brand strategy helpful. I mean, I know I did, so hey, you probably did too. Thanks very much. If you're interested, you can find more videos about Rebrandly on screen or in the sidebar. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.